Lamar said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Elephant ears? Elephant? Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. I think that concert had enough flames, Trizzy. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darien even? Bet I did. He is one of the Gavineer's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh! It's Luminol time! Yay! Welcome back everyone, it's Light here. And last time, we finished Lamoire's testimony, and found out what she, saw apparently, when it came to the crime. Technically, wasn't true, or like, it was impossible according to Clavier because the window was closed, among other things, and, so she couldn't hear, she said she heard a man's voice, so there was a older, there was a male along with, what's his name? Latouche. So, but then we proved that there was a contradiction in that, and then we brought Emma back, and then Emma was talking about how it had to be done by a blind person, and then we proved that no, it had to be done by someone who wasn't blind. And then Flavia was like, well, what if I told you Machi wasn't blind? So that was our big, plot twist so far. And then Emma was like, I'm not leaving until I do something, or like prove something. So she said, Lumina, we're gonna take the section from the crime scene photo where there was something written and then wiped with blood, and we're gonna examine it. So here we go. Alright, go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? You just have to spray the Lumina on it. Simple. Oh yeah, real simple to do the forensic work. You don't need a degree at all. A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Right, ready? It's easy as pie. You mean, what was it? 9.134 or whatever? Just press A to spray an area. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Imagine he like drops the bottle or something. I would. Apollo, your hands are shaking. Let's do this. Alright, let's do it. It's so cool. What does that say? I P Y X? Is that numbers and letters? 81920. What? Is that like some kind of ID? Wow, it really works. This must be the power of science. It says IPXX 314206. Is that the killer's name? Imagine, what's your name? IPXY blah 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 blah. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Maybe it is. If the killer was a robot. Aha, I have it. So, what is it? I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes. Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that? Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on. Eh? Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Diane, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Oh boy. Diane, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. Why is he so willing to do it? I mean, he has to pretend at least. Okay, if he lies, or I'm thinking the ID number is his, and if it doesn't end up being his, it could be Mr. Latouche's, but I don't know. I really want it to be Darian's, so it can prove that my memory is actually correct. I'm not sure what to think of all this. Do you really think at all, Judge, though? The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yeah, if this number is really that of an Interpol agent... Oh wait, I know. What if Machi Tobai is really an undercover Interpol agent? Really? That would be a possibility. Possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain. Why did Latus know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Oh wait, I think he's part of Interpol. Latus is part of Interpol. At least, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I kind of remember. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobai. What are you talking about? Rowland Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. This little... You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Hair Forehead? Huh? Me? Machi Tobai pretended he was blind. Do you know why? How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on this whole time. Something wrong? Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tobai pretended to be blind. Wait, let me try and guess. Did he have to? But why would he have to? To hide something? Maybe? But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself? Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have a clue. Oh, for her? For Lamar? Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means, no, it couldn't be. But show, Hair Forehead. It seems you've thought of something. Grr, why can't I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take any cues from this guy. Is it any cue or my cues? Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. It was for Lamar. That is, Lamar? Lamar and Machi Tobai. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lamar and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times? Yet we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, wasn't it part of their performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing. Really? Really. It was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamar. Dang, another plot twist. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamar she's... Yes, Your Honor. Lamar is blind. What? What? Order! This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Is it now? Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Yeah, I see it is not vast in vain this time. He's quite correct. But that makes no sense. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Well, since we have her here, Why not ask Lamour herself? I believe she is still in the witness waiting room. Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lamour. Lamour? It pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet, I must. Please do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes, she really can't see it? Really? I did not remember this twist. Oh my gosh, it is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borgianian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. So you are... Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lamour. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lamour. I see. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial here, Forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Ah. This little... Now, Lamour, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Yes, of course. Though I admit I'm a little lost here. I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. I was gonna say, you and me both, Your Honor. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. How though? How would he have come up with her sightseeing thing before knowing she was blind? Wouldn't you tell the PR team that you're blind? Your manager? If you're working for a company? I don't know. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. But this is a murder trial. I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would... She told us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. Okay, there's only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. I wish I knew. No memory of the light, hidden world of darkness. Just looking up here, like, we can do this. Why are we? I don't remember what we need to ask about. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche? Of course, he was my manager, so he knew. And that's what's been bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You are thinking of when you discovered the body, yes? Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was. Goodness gracious, couldn't we stop flashbacking? Why did they have to do the whole thing? Can't they just cut to the part that they want to like talk about? They always have to do the whole thing, the whole spiel. Siren. Mr. Latus told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. Tisk tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness? Siren? We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not what I would refer. I mean what he said before that. Before? What came before that? Ah! That's right, he tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness. Oh, I see. Too bad the defense did not. Well, Hair Forehead, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. So annoying. Order! Order! Recall Lamoire's earlier testimony. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that. That is not the most important point here. Hmm? The moment he was shot, Mr. Latus witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness? Ah. But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots. And a man's voice. Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course. But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant. Your Honor! What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? We had the results back from the investigation. Investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Latus left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please. It was me. I did it. Oh, I wish. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darian. Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? IP XX314206. Agent registered under this number was Romien Latus. Oh. I knew he would name Latus. Okay. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latus himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity, and a cautious killer tried to wipe them away. Mr. Latus was an undercover Interpol agent, so him being Lamoire's manager was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found. Well, out with it. It concerns that .45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Romien Latus. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched. So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything. It's gotta tie in somehow, you'd think. Yeah, somehow. Thanks for looking into that, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Oh, Lamoire's gonna recognize his voice! Yes! Yes! Wait. Lamoire, is something the matter? That voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I am sure of it. It was him? You aren't saying... That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latus, when I heard the gunshot fired. Gunshot, sorry. It was him. It was Mr. Darian. Is this some kind of a joke? Oh, I love the bad notes on the guitar. What? Way. Yeah. Yes, finally. courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Namoir fingering Darien Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Namoir heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo! Come on, let him be a wimp. Oh boy. Okay. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff. Finally, cornering Darien. Yes! I was right! I knew it! I knew my memory was coming back to me. Nice. Hey, hey, Apollo! What? Well, you know, I'm actually nothing. Huh? I mean, something. Or maybe not. What's going on? Out with it! The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, you know the trial today. I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well, bah, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. I actually avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Okay, we just did this. Blah blah blah. It was Latouche. Blah blah blah. And the victim, Mr. Latouche, who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent. What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. True, but we know who shot him now. Lamar told the whole court. Yeah, we just did this too, come on. I mean, I guess they're expecting, you know, you take a little bit of a break between the save points, but no, we're gonna press on. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said. That's not suspicious at all. Top secret? Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Oh boy. Lamar dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien. Lamar said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called. Elephant ears? Elephant? Somehow, I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. I think that concert had enough flames, Trucy. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darien, even? Bet I did. He is one of the Gavineers' guitarists, after all. He's so cool. Oh. Right. All the Gavineers have a rock-solid alibi. You couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. But... He was off cue. He was off cue during the last part. But Lamar heard him, didn't she? She heard Darien backstage, right? Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent, I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamar? I mean, technically that is their name. What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. Dang, put my number on my magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces. If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. What? I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. Okay. That something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that. Enough! Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. What? Oh, it's you. Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Gramier. Hey, the other day. I forgot about this guy who was popping up randomly. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent. Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Gramier, Valent Gramier. Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valent Gramier, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. Huh? Did we request him? I don't remember doing that. And do not quail, quake, or quiver, I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost in our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I called him Uncle. What? Daddy, you mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean my real daddy. Oh. Trucy's real father? Oh boy, okay. Wait. Oh yeah, oh. I think... Oh, did her real father just flash in my memory? Okay. I'm gonna wait, because I think I'm wrong. Well, not wrong. I just want to make sure I'm not wrong. Wait, Apollo? Don't tell me you don't know about Troupe Gramier. Troupe Gramier? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life, lamentably listless lad. Do not know of the greatest troupe of magicians on the planet. Valent Gramier. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison. He said he is a magician? I opened the locks to hearts trained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troupe Gramier. Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? Oh. A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramier. Yes. Zach Gramier. That's it. I remembered. That's Trucy's father. A master maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining swordsmanship. Yeah, there you go. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh. Oh, no way! Once upon a time, Troupe Gramier included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Gramier, and my partner, Zach Gramier. And this Zach was... He was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Aww, that's sweet. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? Two, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. I can't imagine that, but okay. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know? And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Right, so a recording of the concert, no less. Oh, here we go. So can we see the part that Darien is off on? I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troupe Gremier. Will you watch it? Okay. Is this the part we want, though? You know, we saw all this already, though. Do we really have to see it again? I mean, at least we get to see Clavier's guitar catch on fire again. Wait for it. There we go. Oh, it sparked for— oh, dang. I didn't notice that the first time. It like sparks and then builds up. So something must have been planted there beforehand. Well, obviously. No, I mean like, it was timed to go off is what I'm saying. That's what it looks like anyway. Oh, there we go. Poor guy. I hope his hand didn't get too badly burned. It didn't seem like it, but still. You know, it's funny because she's blind. She wouldn't have noticed any of that. Well, I'm sure she heard like the crowd gasping, but I'm guessing it was— she just thought it was from the performance. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So what's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Ahahaha. This Valent Gramier has good reasons to be here today, but I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Are we not— we're not gonna ask that? Okay. I don't think we have to represent it? So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about that worm vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestidigitation. Oh my god. So that's why he was there, okay. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Yes. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I am like a deity with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think I could speak English? Do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now, Trucy. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. I mean, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later, well after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh. Don't even ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valiant Gramier, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while. I am afraid I cannot. I may not, I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, so I shall slink back to the scene. So you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, Crocodile. Okay. I mean, I give him props for his confidence. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valiant Gramier. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamoire disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. Wait, what does he mean by how does he know? We know how he knows. They were in the troop together. Or was that not confirmed to be Trucy's dad? No. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. We have work to do. Let's go. Detention center, maybe? Possibly. I feel like that's always a good place to start. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Machitobe can see. Ah, Machi! Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried for me. Okay. So, what did you think of the trial today? Oh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial. Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? I'm glad Lamoire testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darien of the Gaviniers, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Machi. He doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English. He does, doesn't he? He speaks English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it'll take something big to get him some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Should I not finish? I mean, I'm gonna finish. So Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and Lamoire can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll be back. We really can't get to the crime scene from the detention center? Come on. Ooh, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing. The weather matters for an investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. I did enough at home, thanks. Imagine he just starts shouting in the middle, and all the people look at him like, what is he doing? Ah, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up, and you'll never make it on the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. I love Trucy. She's such a ball of sunshine. Oh hey, Lamar. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamar. I'm sorry, but today, There's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. We know that, because she was able to identify Darien. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday, but how? Let's find out what she heard. That was quite a statement you made today in court, about hearing Darien Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. We just heard this again. Is something the matter? That voice just now. Imagine if this was like voiced in anime, Darien would be like, no, no way. Like, I don't know how to voice it like properly, but you know, like those like cool guys. I don't know how to explain it. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darien and Mr. Latouche were talking about something. The next moment, I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real, and I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. In a hurry to go where? So it really was Darienne's voice that she heard. Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as Lemoire. I was singing in a restaurant in Borginia, and he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut, after I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. Yeah, obviously. Obviously being it was Darien. About Mr. Latouche. Yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not, no one did. Well yeah, it's not the kind of thing that one can just broadcast and be like, hey, I work in Interpol. Here's my ID number. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me, but why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded, right. Oh, she thinks that she might have done something in the past that she can't remember. Oh, that makes sense. Darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lemore. I awoke from darkness into darkness, you might say. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lemore is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case? No way, that seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lemore. I thank you. Machi, too, tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Anything else we need to talk to her about? I mean, not at the moment. We could always come back. I'm just wondering why we haven't, like, picked this up yet as, like, evidence. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. It's small, maybe no one's noticed it. I kinda wanna pick it up. It'd make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It does stick out in my mind for some reason. We're still not gonna pick it up. Okay. It looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous, beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. Not the escape. So picky. Okay, let's move. Where do we want to go? Many, many, many options. Guess we'll start from the top and work our way down. Or not. Nothing here anyway. Alright, then we'll go to the actual crime scene. Nothing here either. Huh. Maybe the stage? There we go. That song, isn't that the one Lemore was singing? Yeah, you're right. The guitar serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh, that's right. I was a magician, wasn't I? Was? Some dedication. Aha, if it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valent! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss. The Lemore teleportation illusion, ooh! Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. We like just talked to him. It's funny that we're talking to him again already. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lemore's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear. Like a dream. Like a dream." Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. I feel that. I like challenges too. She disappeared from the top, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. Top of the tunnel, I think that's what it's, top of the tower. People come to me because I am a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troupe Gramier are concerned. So you were here checking up on your trick to make sure it went well. And went well it did. Now speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself. Thanks. Come on, Apollo, don't be mean. I know what you were thinking, that head of yours. Premier, yes, you say? I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Or everyone tells him that he made a good... Or everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifique Gramier. It was he who began the great troupe Gramier. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. Something tells me we're going to be hearing this story a lot. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen a barren waste, stripped of illusion. But that's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise, up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramier, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean... Yes, Zach Gramier. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramier in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Gramier. Our founder, Magnifique Gramier, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zach and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zach were the shining stars in the Gramier crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gramier was my daddy. Now that Magnifique and Zach are gone, I have but one wish. That it be I, Valiant Gramier, who brings the Gramier miracle back to the big stage. Huh. Okay. That's a little suspicious. Is it just a sentimental wish? Or did you purposely want this to happen, I wonder? I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? I mean, you're the one that asked about a topic unrelating to the case, Apollo. Okay, what's the deal with the piano? That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. Heh, you should get Mr. Right to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play either. Kinda feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, this could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew! Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. Oh, interesting. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Ah, look! This was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch. Oh, that was how they had the guitar go up in flames. Okay. I knew it. It was timed. Okay. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. I mean, I don't think he'll know. Words cannot express my shock and charging. All I can see before me is the stage, and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye. True, you're getting on in years, not much time left to make your mark, huh? This is not how I was seeing it. So he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Okay. Done here, I guess? Time to move through until we find the next place we're supposed to be. We haven't seen Emma yet. Is there anything here? This is— we know she took this out so we could examine it. This was apparently closed. This was the window where Lamora saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple. Kind of hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way? Like what though? That's the thing. They found Machitobe's fingerprints on the air vent. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know? Lackluster? I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must look different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. Wait, is that something new on the floor? Right after the— oh no, that's her brooch. Lamora tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Okay, let's get out of here. Are we stuck already? Anything new in here? Doesn't seem like it, huh? Okay, out we go. Is there something we need to show Lamora? Do you think you can tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. I only know what I have heard or felt. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. Nope, okay. I took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valid, Gramier. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Gramier made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know? I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Oh hey, we got it, okay. So we were supposed to show her something, yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can I put it on? No. Attached to Trucy is so funny. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. Are we supposed to show it to someone then? I don't think that's what we have to show Machi, is it? Why did we need to show him something again? I forgot already. Oh. I think he said I am sorry I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden. This is why I never trust a translator. Yeah, okay. It's fine. I like wandering around until I stumble upon what to do. Except the guitar, maybe? The guitar, that's the legendary... the Red Badger. That rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair badger red, too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. Did we present this thing after receiving it? Can I ask you about this headset, Lemore? You said that all concert staff were wearing one? That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Did I? I never asked her about this after getting it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what had me stuck. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here? Because someone was too busy killing to notice they dropped it. Imagine. I wonder... no one here yet. Would this make Emma appear or something? Or Clavier, or Darian. Somebody. Would it make somebody appear, please? Oh, yay! Oh. We know who that is. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You gave me the 2nd degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain on Mr. Latou's left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? That bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished showing me out. Said it was my reward. Just what we need. Are chocolate snackos popular down at the precinct or something? There's your answer. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Let's talk. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamoire's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Wait. Did she hear it through the earpiece? Oh, that's how she heard it. She heard it through the earpiece. But whose earpiece? Machi? 'Cause I think Machi was still in the vent. Regardless, because his fingerprints were there. I think she heard it through Machi's, earpiece. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case. About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics. A guitar serenade, you mean? I found a link, you know? First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then Lamoire flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know. And I found it. You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. Alright. At least we finally figured out where to go. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. We're gonna have to ask her about what the something strange at the crime scene is. I'm curious now. Alright. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one where we stick it to Darien. Oh boy. I still stick with my theory. Machi was there in the vent. He heard what was going on through his earpiece, which transmitted to Lemoire. But wouldn't Gavin have heard it too, unless Gavin took it out for a bit? I don't know. I'm still lost. I need more info. Alright guys, see you later.